everyone, how is it going? Let's talk about that Boku no Hero Greatness, chapter 112, Shinigami here. Shinigami Sam is here to talk about it. So, this chapter, we got a little bit about, Inasa and Todoroki, and they actually got over their, they got over their little spat. They got over their confrontation at the end of this chapter and tried to take out Gang Orca. Now, do I think Gang Orca's down for the count? Absolutely not. He's number 10 hero. Of course he ain't gonna get taken up by one attack. But let's go through this chapter and talk what actually happened. So, yeah, in this chapter we find out a bit about Inasa and how he was a child. And the way as he was in a child, they should have actually titled this, Inasa the Origin. But you know what, it is what it is. So the way that he was in a child, he was always interested in everything. And when I mean that he was always interested in everything, in everything that Inasa did, he put enthusiasm to it. He gave his heart, his soul to it to 100%. He was always riled up. That's why we see, ever since his introduction, he's always thought about, always love when everything's always love when everything's heated, when everything's hot and hot-headed and stuff. He says something like that. And it kind of makes sense of why, because he kind of likes to put his all into it. And by him putting his all into it, it raises other people's spirits up and it raises people's hopes up. That's how he sees it. So when we saw Inasa, when Inasa saw Endeavor, and Endeavor was kind of acting the antithesis of that, and same with Todoroki in the past as well, Inasa was just like, hang on, these guys aren't the kind of heroes that I want to be looking up to. These guys aren't even what I would, think of a hero. So I did like that. I did like Inasa's backstory and how it kind of fit with his character. I thought that was pretty awesome. I know a lot of people are kind of riled against that. Not a lot of people kind of don't like Inasa's backstory because they feel like it's lackluster. Now my response to that is, it's normal. Because, it's not like it's Inasa's one goal in life for him to, take down Endeavor. No, it's just the reason why he doesn't like someone. So it shouldn't be something so, extravagant or something so extrapolated. Like, Endeavor killed my parents and that's my revenge to get back to him. No, it's not. That shouldn't be it. But you know, it is what it is. Either way, yes. So, this chapter, we find out a bit more about Todoroki, actually, and a bit more in his past. And I just want to talk about Todoroki, and I want to talk about Todoroki's character, because Todoroki's character is extremely interesting. He gives me Kaneki Ken vibes from, obviously, Tokyo Ghoul, but, pre-Todoroki, before, just basically, yeah, Todoroki's character kind of gives me Kaneki vibes, especially when, Horikoshi done, I think it was volume 5 of the cover when it was Kaneki. Not Kaneki, sorry, Todoroki. Yeah, but okay, Todoroki's character, he has a lot of changes. He's had a lot of changes in this series, and obviously that's because, Deku opened up his eyes to, his hot side being his power. He found out all about, he's spoken to his mother, and he's kind of healed himself from the past of what his father did. Now, Todoroki hasn't fully changed his character, and that's what's important. He has forgotten, he hasn't forgiven Endeavor, but he's gotten past it, if you kind of see what I mean. Now, what I mean by gotten past it is he's gotten past it to an extent of him using his hot side. Now, he still hates his father for doing it because we saw it in the last chapter. And that's what kind of made him lose control. It's kind of what made him lose his mind as well. When he was speaking to Inasa, because when Inasa was talking about Endeavor, Todoroki kind of lost control of his heat side, and that's what kind of nearly hit Shindo. So yeah, he hasn't fully healed himself against Endeavor, so it's really important to realize that, and the fact is that more character development is coming Todoroki's way. We're also going into a path of how pre-character development, pre-sports festival, Todoroki was quite cold, no pun intended, quite a cold person. And what I mean by that, his demeanor, he was extremely disrespectful to Inasa, the way he was acting to Inasa. He was just like, you're a nuisance. And I was just like, whoa, Todoroki, take a chill pill. Again, no pun intended. But yeah, Todoroki needs to chill. When he was talking to Inasa, I was just like, whoa man, take it easy, take it easy. But yeah, his character is just like a stark contrast from how he was and how he is now. But he's still kind of got those, quirks of him. He's still got those dregs of his personality from the past. So I did find that quite interesting, and I did really find that quite shocking as well, the way he acted towards Inasa in the UA admissions test. We find out that Inasa actually did, we found out the way Inasa won, and only seen by a fraction of a second. So I in my opinion, I thought Inasa came number 1 because of by miles. That's how I thought it, because that's the way it kind of got hyped hyped up that way when everyone was just like, wow, he must be even more talented than Todoroki. But the reason that, but Inasa only won by like a fraction, so it wasn't that massive amount of a deal. But either way, if you're number one, you're still number one, if you kind of get what I mean. So yeah, I did really like that flashback of that. Now we see Gang Orca. I just love Gang Orca. I'd like to see a bit more abilities under his belt, because his quirk is he can do whatever Killer Whale can do. So I'd like to see what else he can do. Surely he's got more abilities under his belt other than that Sonic Wave. So he kind of hits the Sonic Wave at Inasa and Todoroki. And I'm loving Gang Orca, the way he's just moving about and he's just destroying everything, especially him and his other gang members. It's pretty cool. And they're all calling him boss. It's kind of like the mafia. So it's pretty awesome. And Shindo, man. Shindo's character. I do love Shindo's character because, like, he puts up a front to everyone. We did find out in the next chapter, in the previous chapters, because he's very, what's the word? He's very sly. He's cunning. If I had to call, yeah, Shindo's quite cunning to people. Like, when we first saw him and he was all, like, you know, happy and energetic, that's not the way Shindo is. Shindo's actually, you know, quite cunning and strategic and quite sly, you could say. He kind of puts on a facade. And we saw it in this chapter, and he was just like those stupid first classes, and he just took him out again. So I really did like that when he, you know, took the ground out. It kind of shows you how strong Shindo is, and it kind of shows you how strong second years are in comparison to first years, because Shindo was taken down by Gang Orca, but he was still able to fight. He was still able to get back up again from Gang Orca's attack. Now with Inasa and Todoroki, it was kind of a bit more harder, if you can kind of get my drift. Or I feel like maybe Gang Orca put a bit more strength into Shindo, because Gang Orca just fully came in and decimated Shindo. Like, Gang Orca came right up in his face, and I was just like, yo, that was madness. So this chapter, at the end of it, Inasa and Todoroki, they finally work together, because this is the thing. They can actually fail this exam. With what Inasa and Todoroki have done, they let themselves get the better. They let them get the better of themselves. They can actually fail this exam due to their actions. They put other students in harm. They weren't working together, and we found out last chapter that the whole point of this exam is all about cooperation. If they're not cooperating and their actions which they've done last chapter, they could possibly fail. So obviously they're trying to resolve their actions in this chapter, and we see, you know, out of control wind and out of control fire to try and take down Gang Orca. So it's a pretty awesome ending. I obviously don't think that's going to take Gang Orca out of the count, because, you know, Gang Orca's the top 10. He's number 10 hero. That one attack's not going to put him down. It may immobilize him for a couple of seconds, but it's definitely not going to be the last. So if I had to think what's going to happen next chapter, I think what would be best is for Inasa and Todoroki to run away, because after that Gang Orca takes that hit, Gang Orca's probably going to go a little bit more serious than them. Or maybe, you know, more Class 1A students join in the fray. Maybe we see Bakugo come in. That would be pretty great. Either way, this exam has been pretty cool. We've gotten a lot of exposition on Todoroki and Inasa. I really enjoyed that. So guys, please tell me your thoughts, comment below what you thought of this chapter. If you liked anything that I had to say, please drop a like down below. That'd be greatly appreciated. What did you guys think about that last minute attack on Gang Orca? Do you think Gang Orca's out for the count? Do you guys think Todoroki and Inasa are possibly going to fail this exam? Do you think one of them's going to fail, actually? Or both? Or do you think both of them are going to pass? Tell me your thoughts, comment below, and I'll see you next with that greatness that is 113. Shinigami Sam, and goodbye. Peace.